Shalom, call all Yahweh Shem Yahushai Shem Kakwadash. Double honors to the elder apostles of GMS, including the elders that came before them that taught us his truth. Shalom and salutations to all the brothers that push in word of truth and in sincerity. Hopeful elect, Tabernacle of David. All right, I'm the brother Yahshua, back with the World War III Daily Update. And we're just going to read a bit of Ezekiel 38, dealing with Russia, okay? And the old Soviet Union, okay? Let's break it down. The word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Son of man, set thy face against Gog, the land of Magog. What's the land of Magog? That's over there in what they call Russia, right? The chief prince of Meshech and Tubal, and prophesy against him, and say, Thus saith the Lord power, behold, I am against thee, O Gog, the chief prince of Meshech and Tubal, and I will turn thee back and put hooks into thy jaws. Okay, what does that mean? In the 90s, the Soviet Union broke apart, right? And all of these provinces, right, that Babylon the Great, also known as America, went in and set up shop so that they can, have a jumping off point to get at Russia, much like what is going on in Taiwan with China, all right? Much like the Russian missile crisis going back to the 60s, right? Where Cuba, the Russians had some missiles right there, and they're still there, right? Aimed right here at the States because they're using Cuba. Why is Cuba such a hindrance to the United States? Because it's right offshore, and they got those missiles. And this is, this is going into World War III. Anyway, I will turn thee back and put hooks into thy jaws. That means that when the Soviet Union broke up back in the 90s, they're about to come back together and be so strong because in the end, Russia is going to prevail against the United States because it's all in the scriptures. But this is describing how World War III is going to come into the world view, because right now, even though they're fighting, they haven't declared war just yet. And I will bring thee forth, okay, the new Soviet Union, and all thine army, horses and horsemen, all of them clothed with all sorts of armor, even a great company with bucklers and shields, all of them handling swords. Persia, that's Iran. Ethiopia, that's over there in what they call Africa. And Libya with them, all of them with shield and helmet. This is an alliance. Your allies. Gomer and all his bands in the house of Togarmah and the north quarters and all his bands, and many people with thee. What you're going to hear in this, you're going to hear how Germany, right, is now that Angela Merkel is gone, this new guy is going to get with the new Soviet Union. Be thou prepared, and prepare for thyself, thou and all thy company that are assembled unto thee, and be thou a guard unto them. Okay? And that's what we see happening right now. Let's watch this. This is yesterday, November 24th, 2021. Full show. Full show. No war. Top brass in U.S. and Russia urge peace. This thing, see, what we just read right here is what the Most High Yahweh Shem Yahushai is doing. They can't stop it. They know if these two countries go heads up with each other, what's going to happen? Nuclear war. So they're trying to bring peace. When they shall say peace and safety, what? What's coming? Let's get that real quick. 1 Thessalonians 5:3. For when they shall say, what? Peace and safety, then sudden destruction come upon them as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape. So, what does this say? They're urging peace, right? That's not coming. The Most High is bringing war. All right. Let's see. Let's get one more here before we watch this. What time are we here? Okay, let's read Ecclesiastes 3 from the top. To everything there is a season and a time to every purpose under heaven. All right, let's jump down to 8. A time to love and a time to hate. Yes, there's a time to hate. A time of war and a time of peace. This is one against another. Got love and hate. Are we in the time of love right now? Or does everybody hate his neighbor? Okay, we're clearly not in the time of peace. We're clearly in the time of war. All right? That's what time we're in, no matter what you say. And what comes when they shall say peace and safety in the middle of a war? That doesn't make sense. Are we not at war? Well, let's find out. They're threatening each other. Okay? Why are they urging peace? Because they're threatening each other. Top generals from the U.S. and Russia spoke on the phone yesterday as reports, as what? Rumors of war roll out. Tensions have reached new heights. So it doesn't sound like peace. Sounds like war.
Top generals from the U.S. and Russia spoke on the phone Tuesday as reports roll out that tensions have reached new heights on the Russia-Ukraine border. RT's Alex Mihailovich has the story.
It was a top-level phone call between military leaders from the U.S. and Russia. According to a statement issued by the United States government, U.S. Chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff, General Mark Milley, and Chief of Russian General Staff, General Valery Gerasimov, discussed several security-related issues of concern. It goes on to say that the conversation was a part of a continuation of communication between both leaders to ensure risk reduction and operational deconfliction. The two sides agreed to keep the details of the phone call private, but many are speculating that it had to do with the Russia.
The Russia? Here we have the Ukraine. Was this not part of the Soviet Union? Of course it was. All right. But now, whose side is the Ukraine on right now? Well, the Most High is putting hooks in Gog and Magog's jaws, and they're going to go back, all right before this great war. All right, we just read that.
Ukraine border, and a situation there that is alarming many in the international community.
So let's start.
Recent news of Russian troop movements in the border area within Ukraine is extremely troubling.
According to Ukraine intelligence, Russia has amassed nearly 100,000 soldiers near its border, along with heavy equipment like the tank seen here. Recently, however, Ukraine has been flexing its military might, a provocative display many believe is aimed at Moscow. Before Tuesday's call between the U.S. and Russia, the senior-most U.S. and Ukrainian generals spoke twice within 4 days. According to a release from the U.S. Joint Chiefs of Staff, the military leaders discussed the current security environment in Eastern Europe, including Russia's concerning activity in the area. The chairman stressed the need for continued consultation amongst regional allies and partners, and reaffirmed U.S. support for Ukraine's sovereignty and territorial integrity. Ukraine is not a member of NATO. In addition,
neither is Russia. What does that mean? That means that Russia's going to pressure the Ukraine to come back home.
The U.S. has amassed its own military assets near Russia. This week, Russia's defense minister told his Chinese counterpart that the U.S. has significantly increased the activity of its bombers, like these, near Russia's eastern borders, with about 30 sorties detected this month. And on the other side of the country, Washington and its allies are escalating tensions by deploying ships like these in the Black Sea, near Russia's territory. Russian President Vladimir Putin addressed the issue earlier this month.
Indeed, the United States and its NATO allies are conducting unplanned, and I want to emphasize, unplanned exercises in the Black Sea. Moreover, not only a fairly powerful ship group has been formed, but aviation is also used in the course of these exercises, including...
When he says unplanned, he means this isn't an exercise. Okay? You didn't let us know that you're coming out here and playing war games. You're out here threatening us. Okay? So where's this thing going? This is called World War III. And they're trying to say peace and safety, peace and safety. That's not what's coming. Because the Most High, Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, is in control of all of these people. Right? All right. What is it? The heart of the king is in the hand of the Most High. This is the king of Russia. His heart, which is his mind, is being controlled by the Most High. To do what? The Most High's will, which is World War III.
Strategic aviation.
While the West continues to point fingers at Russia, it is clear that the United States and its friends have been contributing to whatever problem may exist on the Russia-Ukraine border. Hopes are that diplomacy can lead to solutions before tensions escalate any further. For In Question, I'm Alex Mihailovich.
Okay, that's good enough. We see where this is going. Okay? Let's get that real quick. The heart of the king.
The Biden administration's tyrannical vaccine mandate will be officially going into effect on...
Let's see if I can find that. Ooh. Let's see. Of course, it's got to hide from me. Let's get it here. All right, this is Proverbs 21:1. The heart, the king's heart. The king's heart is in the hand of Yahweh. As the rivers of water, he turneth it whithersoever he will. Who's the king of Babylon right now? That would be Joe Biden. Even though he's got his consorts, right? He's got people guiding his dumb ass. He can barely stay awake. He's borderline, he's borderline everything. Anyway, he's the king of Babylon right now. Babylon the Great. Okay? Vladimir Putin is the king of Russia. Read it again. The king's heart, that's his mind. Your heart is, that's the Hebrew word lob. Okay? Meaning your mind is in the hand of the Lord. As the rivers of water, he turneth it whithersoever he will. The king's heart is like a stream of water directed by the Lord. The Most High is directing these people. Okay? It's going to say heart all the way through. King. Okay, so good enough. You understand what's going on. So when we go back to Ezekiel, where's that at? All right. It says, and I will turn thee back and put hooks into thy jaws, and I will bring it forth. All right. What's going on with Vladimir? The Most High got him. All right. The Most High is running this World War III. Okay. So that should be enough. All right. The Most High said, and I will bring it forth. Where is it? And I will bring it forth. Bring what forth? That great army. And all thine army, horses and horsemen. The Most High is bringing Russia or the old Soviet Union against, and all their allies against Babylon the Great. All right? And we're watching it. I will also, Joel 3 and 2, I will also gather all nations and bring them down in the valley of Jehoshaphat. All right? Assemble yourselves. Joel 3 and 11. Assemble yourselves and come, all ye heathen, and gather yourselves together round about. Thither cause thy mighty ones to come down, O Lord. Let the heathen be wakened and come up to the valley of Jehoshaphat. All right. 14. Multitudes and multitudes in the valley of decision, for the day of the Lord is near. In the valley of decision. All right. This is that World War III. And we're watching it. Not this crap. Anyway. Talking about this. We're talking about this right here. Okay? Tensions mount between Russia and NATO over Ukraine Black Sea maneuvers. Okay? Nobody's going to stop, and no talks of peace going to stop this from going on. The Most High is conducting this whole thing. Multitudes and multitudes. All right? This war is coming. Nobody can turn it back. All right? Read 9, Joel 3 and 9. Proclaim ye this among the Gentiles. What? This is what God is doing. Prepare war. Not we're in the time of peace. Wake up the mighty men. Let all the men of war draw near. Let them come up. This is what the Most High is doing. All right? Nobody going to turn it back and bring peace. Those talks mean nothing. All right? Joel 3 and 2 in the NLT. I will gather the armies of the world into the valley of Jehoshaphat. Nobody's turning that back. All right, so with that, we hope that the elect were edified. With that, we're going to say shalom.